Hello, new iris build. So you can cap the dummy, kinda, with stupid heal. But if I just stand here for long enough, it's 500 billion and the top 2. But this is with damage pets, with loot pets it's kinda less. So there is that. The loot pets is around 350, it's 400 peak. But my gear is kinda expensive, but there are other ways to build this, but whatever. Now for the map clear, I'll just run a random 8.2 because my build sucks. Funny. So the main bonuses of this version, instead of the what I did last season, is you get to use Savage Rush, and it gives you so much quality of life because you just literally just hold right click and nothing more. Your entire map clear is just this. You just walk, a rush kinda. This version is quite tanky, I would say. Yes, I am level 96 with 0 experience, but I am actually doing hard content. I'm not sure what to fucking talk about right now. So for the build guide, I'll go over how to make it, how to get started with like cheap items. But when I say cheap, it's still around 500 FE, because I don't really do low budgets, or at least I don't want to. So yeah, as you can see, you just charge around and collect the loot. If you don't want to listen to me up, you can just read the written guide that I'm going to link in the description. It's quite short, but it goes over everything that you need to know, and the most important part will be the builders, so you know what to build. Where there are no mods, you have to go for resistances. I didn't put those in, and this is kind of like what I would call a budget version. So yeah, so now what do you need to start playing this build? In my opinion, the bare minimum is getting this with 3 seconds and getting friend nemesis, and then you can at least play. Oh, and you also need a weapon with at least tier 1 cooldown and tier 1 skills, probably something even better I would recommend. Like how I started off, I went for tier 0 CDR and just +4, so something like this. So as you can see, you can buy it for around 200, and it's gonna let you clear most of the content already. Then what do you want to get next is Fin Crown, it's only 50, and Winter of Origins for 55. Then the next important thing would be this, but both of these mods are very important. This pretty much teleports minions next to you when you are charging, so it's kinda important, and this gives you a shit ton of damage. Then after you get those items, you're gonna go to trade house and you're gonna get yourself a pedigree with knowledgeable. After that, the last kinda the biggest warp and what lets you reach hundreds of billions, it's items like this. Critical strike rating and critical strike damage also applies to minions. So at the moment, I don't know what's going to happen to this price, because getting this amulet is actually quite hard, so I have no idea why it's so cheap. This you can get for below 50, with good mod around 100. when you get this, you can start going for spell critical strike damage and spell critical strike chance on your weapon. And if you just get them at least tier 3, I would say, because it's not that hard to get something like this, like tier 1, tier 1, tier 1, tier 3. Okay, wait, what? Huh. Oh, I didn't put this. Okay, my mistake. So you can go for something like this, yep. For tier 1 CDR, tier 3 plus this, for spell damage for around 500. But I would not really recommend buying stuff, so you're better off crafting most of them. But let's say you're lazy and you just want to buy this. I would say this should be enough to reach 100 billion. The problem with scaling this build is that you can reach 100 billion quite easily, but after that it becomes really hard because the minions are just bugged. Some mods just give nothing. Okay, so now I'm going to go over exactly how I build it. It's a little bit different from the macro builders that I'm going to recommend because it uses quite a few more expensive items. But if you want to see, I will link this whole thing in my guide too. So the main difference, I got this talent on pedigree instead of knowledgeable, and it lets me go for completely different passive tree. So still Vanguard, and it lets you get max resistances. And overall, this is for not dying. This is so much better because you get 16 less damage taken. You get 12 Fist Elemental. These nodes are absolutely stupid. And lastly, I would like to give some bonus tips of what I found for this build that's really strong and not a lot of people are using. So for example, when you're making rings, my rings are completely dog shit, don't look at them. But look at this, plus 40 erosion resistance. To get this mod, all you need to do is buy shallow dream tokens, and you can do this gamble until you get 40% erosion resistances. It's I would say at worst it will take you like 20 tries, but getting 40% implicit is just stupid strong, and it saves you quite a few passive points. Secondly, super important, when you're playing this build, you cannot level mania, because you will see, I'll show it for you. If I put on, okay, I will not show it for you because maybe with 16 is gonna be bad enough. Okay, so now, as you can see, my character sometimes stops. You can see the blurry effect here, because the mania support gives less duration. If you have too much levels on mania support, your charging sometimes will slow down and it just feels horrible. So another super important thing is when you can go to your settings somewhere. I can never find this. You can go to graphics and you can turn off skill effects, so it will not be so horrible. And lastly, I would recommend not playing with spell concentration. It's good for like bosses, and it's good when you're starting out because your gear is gonna be weak, but as soon as you start doing billions, you should take Savage Row, so you get way more clear. Okay, so hopefully you found this guide useful and you're going to try it out. Play the train version of Cold Iris. I really like how it clears, and I'll probably be playing it for a few more days, and then I'll try to build the one that uses empowered box, because I'm pretty sure it can be better and it should be better, but that version is way more annoying to set up, and this is just and this build for clearing is just too nice, at least for minion builds. Of course, it still does not compare to self-cast or cast on crit or castle channeling bullshits that there are out there. So good luck, enjoy the guide. You can press subscribe, like, I don't really care, and if you find any difficulties or mistakes, you can comment and I'll try to help you out. Bye!